All right, we're going back to Craig, and who knows what he has going on. Let me see. Craig, what do you have, Craig? The pirate school?
Let's just say I'm getting ready to set sail, me lady. Yeah, when you see the real pirates, you're going to be like, nice try, weather boy. Okay. I gotcha. All right. Are we doing this? Do you want to know what's going on out here?
We want to know what's going on.
It's kind of cool. We were just seeing Alex back there. Yeah, all right. Well, I am here with the Defiant Crew and their pirate school. But guess who wound up in the stocks? What do you have to say for yourself, matey?
Guilty as charged. Who doesn't get a little messy every once in a while? Since when is that a thing?
All right, in fairness, okay, we could have hung this on him. I mean, I was sitting there thinking about bad breath.
True.
The truth is the man smells like fresh mint, so I can't do that. I don't know about leaving the seat up, but I think Lost Key would be good for me.
I don't even know where they are now. They took them from me when I got booked here.
All right, so we are going to get to the pirate crew.
It's more comfortable than you think, actually.
You're starting to get used to it.
It's not as bad as you would think. So how come I hang out here?
I was thinking about filing this one under Connor assignments, things that sounded good at the time but went terribly sideways.
Well, thanks a lot, Craig, for this assignment. Really wonderful. Excellent stuff. My hands are numb, totally numb. Won't be losing that's going to make me lose my keys more.
Tune in tonight for 13 News Now at what time?
Yeah, please do. I don't know what time. They didn't give me a clock in here.
We're gonna see if he's still shackled or not. You were over at the tent meeting all kinds of great viewers earlier.
Yes, the 13 News Now tent is way better than this. It's absolutely incredible. We got free stuff. We got Layla Cox is over there now. All sorts of reporters and anchors are coming through later. And Craig, check this out. Bet you never seen anything like this.
Oh God, he's out! He's out! He's out! Hey Connor, thanks, brother. Seriously, good to see Connor out here. All right, so you have a great photo op here at the stocks. Look at these folks. You want to talk about photo ops? Look at this guy here. He's got his hat going. I like that hat. That is awesome. What do you think of these pirates? Are they scary? No. Are they friendly pirates? Are they nice pirates? All right, I'll take his word for it. All right, let me introduce you to the Defiant Pirate Crew. And this is amazing. I'm just going to take a quick second. We've got helicopters doing a flyover here. This is what is so awesome about Harborfest. You're getting military demonstrations. There's going to be Coast Guard rescue demonstrations. The Navy's here. This whole weekend is like a giant hug from our community to those that are out on the water, our military men and women, and it comes right back. It really is cool. Now, as we have to get back to dealing with our pirates here.
We got Navy and Old Navy.
Yeah, when you talk about Old Navy, we're not talking a shopping center. We're talking Old Navy. Let me get some names here. What's your name?
Fingers.
What is it?
Fingers.
Okay, and you?
Mallison.
Mallison?
Barnaby Wild.
Wait, Barnaby Wild. Okay, I see what they did there. You guys have some real pirate implements here, and you guys are real throwbacks to folks that may have been sailing these waters a couple hundred years ago.
Absolutely, yes.
Right, you can't throw a cannonball around Norfolk without running into a pirate. So that's what we're here for. We're here to celebrate the wonderful maritime history of Norfolk and celebrate it through piracy.
Yeah, this stuff is so cool, and you guys have some authentic stuff. Now, this just looks like a little, little chunk here, but this has some real weight. This is a cannonball. Tell me about it.
That's a 12-pounder cannonball, and you see it's getting a little warm in the sun.
Yeah. We
would actually put these in the oven, get it red hot, shoot it at the other ship, and start a fire with it. That's where the phrase hot shot comes from.
Huh. So there you go. I mean, that's one tactic. I was talking about this. I mean, literally everything you said on a pirate ship becomes a weapon. Right?
Exactly, yes.
Right, anything can. So like this, obviously this is a hatchet or an axe, but it's also a prier to break open the locks of the treasure ship and also to climb up the side of the ship. So you can climb up the side of the ship, cut the rigging, jump on board, break open this chest, take all the gold, run away. No, I mean, get back on your own ship.
Yeah, that's right. That's something else. This is wild. You have some of these different little implements. These look like maybe little handcuffs.
Yes, these are called manacles, and they're for recruiting.
Yeah, you didn't wait. Trust me. Talk to our local Coast Guard recruiters. They're not using these. They actually have good programs to offer you. Back in the day, though, they would literally, you were conscripted, basically.
Exactly. That's right. And for navigation, this tool is a cross staff. You would use this to measure the height of the sun. So you'd line up the horizon and the sun. And I think that's why they wore eye patches, because you have to stare at the sun to do this.
Huh. That's interesting.
Finally invented that one that uses the sun's shadow.
That's really amazing. So they would look at the sun to set that up.
Yeah, even that's one of the tools even Columbus had with him.
That is wild. So let me ask you guys, just with history here, we talk a lot about Blackbeard, and he basically ruled the Outer Banks for a while and had his time. What was the heyday for pirates like here in this local area? Are we talking a couple hundred years ago? What's roughly the time?
Yes, late 1600s up to about 1720.
Okay, 1720.
Yep.
Well, that was it for him.
Blackbeard was killed in 1718, yes.
Yeah. So after that, like, you know what? We're good.
Yeah, we're based for Christopher Moody, the pirate.
Okay.
So he was hanged in 1722 off the coast of Africa, but he sailed this area for a while too.
Okay, I did not know that. You guys do spend a lot of time. I mean, the costumes are amazing. You look great, and I'm sure you see a lot of people that get super excited just to see and talk to you about that. But you guys are kind of on a mission here, educating people about pirates.
It really is education, and like we say, the piracy is the hook to get their attention.
Absolutely.
Arr, yes.
Yeah, and also don't forget, it's not a costume if you wear it every day.
That's right.
Does that become your identity or just your wear? I like that.
It's a projection of your person.
Let me ask you, what are some of the most common questions that people ask? Like, what do people want to know most about? What do you think?
Oh, what do pirates eat?
Oh, okay, so what do they eat?
How to eat high tack.
Okay.
It's made from biscuit,
Okay.
biscuit.
All right, so, and then how do they prepare that?
They slam it against the table. They take this
They
axe,
crack it?
They crack it like this, and they mix it with rum and molasses, and then they eat it.
Wow. And what would it taste like, the rum and
Terrible.
molasses?
Rum
Yeah,
and molasses.
it sounds very interesting for sure. You guys, I noticed you have a schedule here too. So, there's lots of stuff for kids to come up and check out, but you guys actually have like a pirate school that you offer about every other hour. Do you know the schedule by
1,
chance?
3, and 5.
1, 3,
1, 3, and 5 each day.
Yep, every day. And throughout the day, in addition to the pirate school, we've got educational activities, we've got hands-on games, we have colonial games and tavern games. We have some fun coloring activities. It's not necessarily piratey or colonial era, but everybody likes to draw their own pirate flag, so it
Sure.
gives them a chance to make their pirate flag. And we're happy to talk about anything you want to talk about related to pirates and pirate history. We'll teach you how to talk like a pirate.
Oh, all right. So I am interested in that. Well, you guys got like a short course, like something that I should remember when I try to do that, other than drawing out my R's?
Well, yes.
That's
and
the key.
For the pirate school, we teach them how to talk like a pirate, how to be a lookout, how to use a block and tackle, so one person can do a big job.
Okay.
We also do a line haul, so a lot of people can do an even bigger job.
Wow.
So yes, how's the pirate say yes?
Aye. All right. I had to think about that. Yes. Also like a Scotsman. Aye. Aye. All right. So that's pretty good, right? Look, you came up. Aye. I love the beards, man. I mean, I'm too clean cut. They wouldn't buy me for a second.
Well, honestly, in the time, only the people with beards and mustaches, facial hair, were either criminals, insane, or pirates. So.
So I wouldn't qualify, which is, I guess, a good thing for me. Hey, you guys have this. If you can come out here, let's talk a little bit about what we're looking at here. I thought this was really neat as well.
Yes.
It really is educational.
It is. So yeah, one of my crew members made this. It shows the cutaway view of the cannon. Cannons are muzzle load, so everything gets loaded down the barrel. But you can see where
Start with the powder bag.
first you would use the powder bag. Usually in our time it was a silk bag, kind of wrapped in powder, and then some wadding,
Right.
then the ball,
You're good. You're okay.
and then some more wadding. Because these weren't in a tight fit, you need that wadding last. So
Okay.
with the rolling boat, the
Yeah.
ball doesn't
Oh.
roll out.
I know. Okay. Again, we've talked about this. I have been around the world seen cannons and all of this. We've been up to Petersburg. You can see these incredible cannons even here across Virginia. I never knew that that was a thing.
That's also why in a lot of movies and things you hear, they'll say fire on the uproll.
Yes.
It's because the cannonball is the most tightly seated against the powder at that moment.
Wow. All right. See, guys, in all seriousness, this is legit. This is stuff I never knew, and to hear you talk about that, it makes perfect sense. But these things that we've learned over the years, this is awesome. So again, you had the packing, then they would have, this would be the detonation?
Well, this is it's called a prick or a wire to puncture the bag. Then you pour gunpowder in that. And then you've got this lens stock here with what's called slow match.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fuse that burns a couple inches an hour. The main thing is it keeps a glowing end on it. So as soon as you touch that to the powder, that burns in, then everything takes off.
Okay. And how long was the whole process? Do you know like how long it would take to load, pack, go, and launch? I mean,
About 20 seconds if you're a good crew.
so they're pretty quick?
Yeah, they're pretty quick.
It'd be a team of 4 men usually. It depends on the ship. Are you at sea or are you on land? Is it a naval cannon? Is it an artillery cannon? But a team of 4, yeah, 20 seconds, 30 seconds at the most.
That's amazing. That's almost like the musket loading time. They were loading cannons that quickly. Now, again, this is just so interesting, and since I've got you here, I'll keep asking. You know, I know the cannons would kick, and there were mountings so that they wouldn't roll back and slam across the ship. But what do they do? I mean, a lot of times when you see pirate ships depicted, the cannons are right up, you know, almost out of the side. I mean, it rolls back, they try to pack it, and then they get it back up?
Yeah, and in fact, early on, 1500s, the Spanish ships didn't have wheels, only had 2 wheels, so they had to lean outside the ship to load it. That's when the English started picking them off. So yeah, the English used a 4-wheeled carriage, and America started doing that too.
That makes so much sense. Well, obviously a tremendous amount of naval history here, and I appreciate you guys standing out in the sun with me. I got, for the record, guys, and I know Evan's back there, this hat's helping keep a little bit of shade on me, but the difference between standing out, it is a gorgeous day here.
Beautiful out here.
It really
Everyone
is.
should come out.
Yeah, it is a little warm. The breeze, I mean, look at our pirate flag. You see that and you want to just start talking like
That's
this.
right, I know.
So it does feel great out here. But when you come out, remember the sunscreen. And again, dress appropriately, light, loose-fitting clothing, the way to go.
But not a loose cannon.
Not a yeah, you want your
cannon.
cannons loose. You don't want loose lips, and you don't want loose cannons.
That's right.
All right. So give me anything else with pirate speak, or if I was going to carry myself as a pirate, what's the one bit of advice you'd share? outside of hurting people. And,
Not rum.
Yeah, his brain went to so many places. It's amazing.
Your best huzzah!
Huzzah! I love it, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see our other pirates back there working with the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've got a couple. I'll tell you, a lot of fun. If you can come on out and spend some time with the Defiant Pirate Crew, they're awesome. Okay, I'm told our anchor, Janet Roach, has a question. Fire away!
Okay, Craig, you fit right in. You fit right in. All right, so, I mean, the one question is,
I think the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt might not work, but the hat's perfect. What's the one thing that they would say is the most surprising thing that people can learn about a pirate? Like the one thing that people wouldn't expect?
That's a great question. So Janet just asked, what's the one thing that people might be really surprised to know about pirates? Can you think of anything?
One I could think of, how short piracy really was. Each pirate, for as famous as Blackbeard was, he was only a pirate 2.5 years.
Really? Oh, I thought this was like spanned like a decade or more.
Yeah, the average was about 2.5 years for each
Is
pirate.
it typing their fate that got them?
Yeah, there were very few that ended legitimately.
That's interesting.
Although Captain Morgan was one of them.
You know, one thing I was thinking too, when you said short, I was thinking in stature a little bit. If you look at like the Constitution, some of the older ships, I mean, it was typically a fairly short crew. People weren't quite as tall back then. I mean, can you think of any famous examples of any pirates that were large or small or anything?
Well, talking about the low decks, that's where the phrase "not enough room to swing a cat"
Oh.
But they're talking about the cat of nine tails, not a feline, right?
Right. No, you wouldn't want to swing a
A
feline.
lot of time crouching. They weren't necessarily short. That was to make the ship more efficient, more compact, and so they would just crawl.
Add
Basically,
another layer of
Yeah.
guns
Yeah.
if we shrink everything down.
Well, I gotta say, I love not the costumes. I love the clothing. All right, but I'm not sure if it is a pirate's life for me. If I gotta,
It is. It's always pirate.
it's good to be a pirate.
It's good to be a pirate. All right, as long as, again, you get to run a little bit more than 2.5 years, I'm sure it is great.
It is. We
You guys, so much fun. Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for
We're here all
taking
weekend.
time. Yeah, come on by and check out the Pirate School. And again, you said each day at 1, 3, and 5.
1, 3, and 5. Yes.
All right, guys, it is worth your while, and if you've got a little one, they will love it. I'm going to take this. I just realized that my hair is now shot for the rest of this live stream and all of our news tonight, but that is a beautiful hat. So thank you guys so much. Janet, I'm going to try to get myself back together. I know Alex has some more. What do
Okay.
you want to talk about next?
All right, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about traffic, and thank you so much to the Defiant Crew. We appreciate that.